we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with Logitech G ready to play series in Bangladesh from the prize pool of 70k. It's going to be your boy Aggressive here to bring you all of the action and all of the nitty-gritty of this first initial game. And hey, it's a brand new day. It will be a banger of a one for certain. This is the 71st game that we have out of the 150 teams that have signed up. Slowly but surely, we're reaching the very end. And my god, has it been a journey. I think today's the last day here for the first initial group stages, because all the teams they've been fighting, they've been going through hell and back to fight off one another. And finally, things will pan out the way they want it to be. As we are going to be jumping on down over and towards the game, final few moments before this last closure of the game comes down into this action. I'm really excited for this, and hopefully, that you back at home, ladies and gentlemen, are also excited for this one as well. Agent selections are prepped up and ready. We're going to be jumping straight down over onto that, and with the agent selection screen coming down over onto play, what could we be witnessing from both of these squads is the real question. Nothing really to be seen just yet. We do see some issues happening on the other end of this, but hey, it's okay. It's loaded up proper, and we're jumping back towards this one. Proper pickups, nothing really out of the ordinary here that we would know of, but Chamber and a Killjoy could be questionable in the way that the members of Team Banes are opting to play this, but hey, we could be in for something incredible as well. You never really know. Trinity, on the other hand, going in for the very standardized composition. Chamber, Brimstone, kind of questionable because Omen's much more of the stronger pickup of this map. And KO pretty much guaranteed. If you run that KO and Fade, you just have ample amounts of utility to completely shut down your opposition, gain information, and also have an easy entry over in towards the side. Love the comp, love the way that it's going to play out. And I do believe that Fade is just a little bit more stronger than Sova on this particular map, because the Sova recon bolts can get you a lot of information, yes, but also at the same time, you lack the level of information that you were able to gain before, because now the Owl Drone is a lot less viable in the way that you're able to use it. Not many angles can be cleared. Not having the triple tag dart also is an issue. Sova's drone's health is a lot lower. It gets destroyed easier. It just amounts to something that is heavily not in the favor of the side of attack. But with Fade, it just gives you a certain edge that you cannot find with any other. And with that, I think quite good for them. They're going to be able to gain some value out of it. But for now, we need to see exactly what the teams have to do with this. We'll straight down over into the game. And looking to shape up quite drastically, with Trinity being the much more favored team, considering how much they have already won and how often they have proved themselves here on this. Jumping down over onto this match though, we do see Vengeance going in for a pretty aggressive play of his own, but Eliza, beautiful taps over onto one, but immediately gets taken out by Alpha. Good trades coming in from the members of Team Bane, waiting for the attack to come in from the defense, and I love that. Playing this aggressively early on can be a massive detrimental situation, but Organic Val, little bit questionable the way that he's wanting to play this. Here. Not buying any form of bullets for his gun. He's just opting to play with the classic. I don't really understand the situation. Maybe he is not as confident when it comes down to using his headhunter, but they need to gain more value here. They need to gain some more information. It's gonna be the push, and Organic Val just immediately snaps himself out of existence over towards the back end of the side, and now it's all up to Griffin. Good hold, good position, but no one's opting to give him a peek. At this peak, spots on the shoulder, maybe a couple of attacks. That's gonna be the one. The adjustment's gonna be clean.
Down A.
Good trades though coming in from both sides. These trades
30
are
seconds
just
left.
so crucial for them to try and get around with. Specs, hungry for a kill. Not gonna be able to get one out. But you, beautiful tap with the Sheriff takes down Griffin, but Specs is able to retaliate.
Spike down
Over
A.
on one side, they know one player's on heaven. The spike is in no man's land and in not a good territory to be in. 35 seconds, 15 seconds, 10 seconds left on the clock, and Totran's just been such a menace. He's been such a good player for these type of holes, but not gonna happen, not today. The right click's not gonna reign supreme. The Ghost is able to come in from the back. A dagger in the night to find the final kill, and Team Banes, they get taken out at Trinity. They walk away from this piss round with a win, but did they win it unscathed? Exactly. It was way too close for comfort, and it nearly cost them both.
That's not ready. All set up. Teleport's ready. That's not ready. Teleport's ready.
Alpha's not gonna get spotted out here early, but again, see a bit of an aggressive play coming in from the defense. They're trying to test out their waters as much as they can, and Alpha, he's just so good on these taps. Every single time you see it, he does find all these frags, but again, you do see a little bit of an aggressive peek. Eliza maybe biting him a bit more than he can chew here, but he's gonna be able to get himself out of that sticky situation. Gets another kill, has the tailwind up and running, but doesn't even care. The guy's gonna keep on going for shots. He needs some reloads though right at the very end. That's the issue that you don't really want to be in. Maybe it's gonna be Alpha. He's able to shut down another, but he doesn't have the angle, he doesn't have the fight. But Griffin has a perfect flank. That's gonna be one, but that's not gonna be the second. Griffin doesn't find the multi-kill that he was hoping for, but regardless, his team is able to get the round, and that round is all that he needs. One more for the side of the defense. And even though these rounds are getting a tiny bit more closer than we would have hoped for, I think that the members of the defense, they're more than happy. Trinity, they're looking to take this entire team by storm. Possibly down a couple of things.
Flashbang.
For now though, that's gonna be an aggressive peek coming in from one side, but then again, it's always Alpha who's just the Chad in these type of situations to find all the value. Griffin, a little bit questionable when it came down to the spray, a tiny bit more shaky than you would have hoped for. Now Specs stuck in an impossible situation. Does break out in the trip, but that's all that he's gonna be able to get. Retaliation with the ultimate point does get some tiny bits of value, but that's all that he's going to be able to gain
Spike
here.
planted.
Let's walk his way up, possibly gain some more, but for now at least, stuck between a rock and a hard place. And Alpha, oh yeah, he has the perfect cheeky angle. Expects he has no idea. Walking straight into the waiting arms of Alpha. He's just gotta wait, and as soon as that gun gets picked up, slight little bit of a noise being given away, that's the corner that he needed, and that's a fight that he's gonna take. And Alpha, beautifully done. 5-2 for the member of Team Banes. They take the first initial round for their side comfortably on their own dice, but now with the members of the defense having the opportunity to go in for their own weapons, that's where the real fun.
Does anyone have funds? Merci. This should do. That's not ready. Perfect. A gift. They are so dead.
Slight bits of spam being given, and Eliza, I think he accidentally right-clicked, didn't he? Poor guy. Took out the Blaze Storm, accidentally right-clicked, and the nerves are seemingly acting up for the members of the defense. Trinity, they could be falling at any second if they're not careful. For now, though, I think it's slow and steady. I kind of like that. Again, this push-up, this timing needs to be absolutely perfect. If it isn't, it could be the detrimental play. And yes, this is why you never turn yourself around if you're trying to pick up something. You either take it at the exact moment, or you just get spotted out in the head and completely dumpstered on. Alpha gonna be able to head himself back though a little bit here, maybe for the angle, but not gonna happen. Again, Bane
30 seconds left.
coming in for the final shot and the final play that he needed for his squad. They're able to hold, but they're not able to retaliate just yet. Because now Specs, it's all up to you, buddy. Either you get this kill, or it's either done for you. Vengeance turns around with a quick flick to get that kill. And a 2-on-2 score, like pretty much on the guarantee.
Planted.
Griffin, 70 HP. Maybe he's gonna be good for one, but to be good for the second, I don't think that's gonna happen between soon.
Knife deployed.
Careful. Gun here.
Alright. For now, though, I do believe there were a couple of technical difficulties when it came down to the microphone. It should have been fixed if I wake up, so no issues on that end. So, for now, though, ladies and gentlemen, moving on back from that, we do see a timeout coming in from the members of the defense. And Trinity, they are now stuck in a pretty tough spot of their own. They just lost out on two very important rounds. Now the pacing of the matchup has completely changed. Initially, we were thinking that, okay, the members of Trinity, they're much more experienced on that regard. They have the better situation on their hand. But does it now seem to be the case here? Not exactly. Because now you have to worry about even more problems. The teams there are looking to be a lot more evenly matched than what we thought of initially. And that initial little bit of an advantage that they could have gained is pretty much nullified. And when you do not have that level of an advantage anymore, it doesn't bode that well for you now, does it? Because now they need to think about even more to try and take this one away. Ooh, Liza, just a complete and absolute beast when it came down to those shots. Gonna be able to take down one with a Marshall. Double dips for the second. Not gonna be able to gain it though. But regardless, he dealt absolute mayhem levels of damage. To get this first initial pickup and this frag just brings them closer and closer to this roundup. The Woody over on the back trying to hold the flank. But the attackers, they know they are royally screwed if they try to rush into any of these sites. And not opting to go in for the rush is the most optimum of every single one of these plans. That's what they're going for. Slow and steady wins the race. No over-aggressive angles just yet. With this, they're inching closer and closer over towards this B side.
No charges.
Possibly able to go in for a
Find
hold.
you.
Specs, he's
30
just gonna
seconds
hold out
left.
in towards the sideline. But again, we need to watch this Brimstone. The Brimstone needs to come alive-ish. It's all up to you, man. Because the interiority of the B side, they're gonna get run into. Griffin comes in from the back for the one frag. And okay, things are lining up for them to be even better. Possibly a frag, possibly a kill. That's what they're hoping for, to maybe drop a couple of bodies here from the side. Organic Foul's not gonna be able to find out much, but Griffin still able to hold. 4 seconds left. They're not gonna be able to enter the side to even go in for a plan.
Thrifty.
That's done. That's dusted. That's a thrifty with Specs
One
getting one more
enemy
kill.
remaining.
Beautiful round coming in from the defense. And possibly another kill, but ish. That's just sad, man. Could have easily gone in for a frag there, but again, he wanted to go in for the quick scope kill instead of opting for the no scope. Could have been a kill, could have been a frag, could have gotten them a little bit closer to what they were hoping for. But it didn't seem to happen here for them today. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. There are some mosquitoes in my room. And I've been trying to murder them as much as I possibly can. Got a mosquito bat. Boshundara Moshas are absolutely maniacs. But it's completely fine. Got another kill, just like Eliza. They're looking to get a couple of more here. Griffin opting to be a tiny bit of a smoke criminal. And being that smoke criminal that he is. For the aggressive play, but Griffin, he has the angle, but he doesn't have the fight left in him to try and survive that one organic Val in towards the side. The chamber
They found my trap.
possibly could be the best game changer for them if he's able to gain one more frag at the bare minimum before the side entry occurs. But everyone's here already, and the members, they need to start walking in towards the side. Eliza looking for a frag, possibly still not going to be able to get it though. Again, Lamal's going to be the thing that takes down one. Their bodies are dropping, they're piling, and Ish doesn't even have an orbital strike to deny any of this. But again, Specs coming in beautiful. That's gonna be the first, that's gonna be the second. Specs, he's just an absolute demon and a Chad when it comes down to these type of rounds. He knows exactly what he needs to do. Heard out the footsteps. He already knows one of the players is over towards the back. Here comes a swing, here comes a frag. And Ish, he's just an absolute Chad. Takes down one more. The final player has to be in towards the side, right? There's no way he's playing from the outside. They should know they're going to be able to spot out the player. That's going to be the fake. That's going to be the swing. And Specs, he doesn't miss any of those. He already knows what he needs to do to try and take that one back. That's another roundup for the members of Trinity, ladies and gentlemen. And the years of experience to play.
Get out of my way! I'll find you.
You see a pretty aggressive play already in Organic Foul. He's not stuck in a predicament where he wants to try and go in for a fight. Nearly got tagged out here a little bit. But he's going to be able to survive with his life regardless. Couple of plays. They already know two members are running in towards the back. And again, Eliza needs to find the first. He's going to be able to find the first. Possibly gain the second as well. Should know one person's over towards the sideline, but no Alpha. He didn't have to go in for the swing early enough. That's going to be a kill from one side. That's going to be another one as well. Griffin finds the final frag. 5 and 2. And ladies and gentlemen, the members of Trinity, they are running it all down. They're tearing down the walls. Everyone from the attacking side. Trinity, this composition that they have will get even more predominant if they know how to play it that is on the attacking side. Personally, this attack side composition has so much more value there than you can imagine on the defense. On the defense, it's a lot more choreographed the way that you want to play this, but
There.
it can flow completely like liquid when it comes down to the opposite side. But let's just see how it all goes out for them.
Shadows
Currently,
traveling.
we don't really see anything that out of the ordinary. Maybe, just maybe, Extract. He's looking to be that game changer. Opts to go for a swing. Tiny little bit of a mischievous one. And here comes the bodies to get dropped. Griffin over from the side. 7 bullets. Doesn't even need the entire clip. He's going to be able to take a frag, and Specs is able to immediately retaliate with another. But now, he needs to have to go in for another clutch situation for their side. Specs has the spike in his vicinity. Alpha opts to go in for a fight, but he's not going to be able to find the kill. Specs just so beautiful when it comes down to these type of plays. And now he can just wait. He can play the long range fight. He can just be over towards the back.
No
because the
charges.
spike's in his area of control.
No charges.
Has more
Where
than enough
are you?
opportunities. That's gonna be the eye coming into play, but the eye was pretty bad. No, it doesn't spot him out. Specs! What's the game plan here, buddy? What are you really going in for? The B-side execute's gonna be coming in. Babooni has to know that the member is over towards the other end.
30 seconds
B-side's
left.
gonna get completely taken over, and Specs. Small issues when it came down to placing that eye. That eye just completely getting caught out. Plants coming in. And Specs.
Spike planted.
He's now stuck in a retake situation.
You should
Has
run.
the eye in hand. Already knows one of the positions. He can push in towards the side and possibly go in for a frag here if he wants to. Possibly could get it as well. But for now, he just has to hold.
I'll find you.
Spotted out the player. Has the position. Oh my god, Specs. The guy still got it. I think he has enough time.
Come on,
I
please.
don't believe so. This is going to be down to the wire if he's able to gain this one. A couple of more seconds. Clutches it out.
Did they really think they could scare me?
It's 22. Oh my. Specs. Able to get everything.
Time to work.
Scanning ahead.
Bring them down.
Over towards the other end though, Liza. Just gonna wait and see how he can play this round out for their end. Walking up from the sides. Should be able to get a forward avenue for him to work with. But again, they have to look towards the back every single time. Because for now, it doesn't look that good for them to get this push going. We're on the back end, Lamau.
Revealing area.
He's just gonna wait. He's just gonna try and see Specs out the first player, but he's not able to get any form of an angle to try and ding this
Deploy.
person on. And
Spike
Eliza,
down, mid.
especially with the patience, comes in drastic. Wanted to go in for a push from mid, not gonna happen anytime soon. And Griffin with a beautiful double frag over onto mid. Shuts down any
Cover
hopes that the
going up.
attackers could have had to try and turn this one around. And
30 seconds
Eliza,
left.
aggressive swing. That's gonna be a deadly one.
Last
Because
player
Bangkok's gonna be the
standing.
thing that takes him out.
Spike down mid.
And LMAO, his last position's already been given. You already know where he is. Specs is gonna hold down the angle. He's waiting for the fight. The operator has been picked up. Takes a swing, takes a shot.
10
Doesn't really
seconds
get
left.
it just yet. Specs is gonna be able to get the second ring. 7-2, ladies and gentlemen. And another round going in favor of the side of defense.
You want to play? Let's play.
Bring them down. Where are you?
Looking for a bit more of a close-up approach, I would say. It doesn't look
Scanning
to
ahead.
be as promising. Yeah, looking for a hard entry over towards this B side, but with Specs holding, especially with his level of utility,
No charges.
will be very detrimental to try and get anything done here. No utility being used in proper conjunction with one another, so I do believe that the communication for the members of Team Trinity are not on that level just yet, but they are improving at a pretty rapid pace. And that's what you would hope for from an up-and-coming team, just to have that level of communication up and ready. Again, ultimates in hand, they can easily go in for swings and a couple of fights to maybe get that first initial kill, but they're not opting to do so. They're playing it very slow and very steady. They have a very strong ultimate to go in for an easy retake. Specs needs to stay alive, because if he dies out
30
way too
seconds
early,
left.
Revealing
it could
area.
be a detriment, it could be a problem. Here comes the first recon bolt. That's all the info that they needed. Here comes the turnaround. Here comes the players to rush straight in, but Griffin's gonna hold. Null command coming in to slow everything down even further. They have the angles, possibly a fight. Griffin's gonna be able to come in one for another. And now it's all up to Alpha. Takes out Liza with the operator, but doesn't really survive to tell the tale for long, does he? Caught out, sent back home immediate. And an 8-2 scoreline to bring it all back.
Clear to engage. Weapons hot. Shutting them down.
This should do. Enemy mark.
Ooh, Specs. Needs to get his butt out of that sticky situation almost carefully. Yep, that's another player. That's another kill. Eliza's just
Spike
having a
down,
field
B.
day out here. He's looking for all the frags that he can possibly get. Has a Blade Storm in hand if he wants to play it aggressive. Overrun towards the other side. Eliza knows for a fact another player is there. He's not going to whip those shots. He's not going to miss anything. Here comes the ace for Eliza.
You should have seen your faces.
My God.
Last round before the switch.
This guy is just... It's true. It's just too good to be true. This man just knows how to cause the damage and bring in the pain. And a 9-3 scoreline seems to be looming over from the other side. Will the 9-3 curse be putting their grasp upon these defenders? Or will we be seeing something a little bit more different to take everything down?
Here.
You're going to be finding that out soon enough, because for now, the teams seem to be on a completely different plane of existence. One team skyrocketing their way to victory, while the other is trying to make a slow crawl forward to maybe, just maybe, survive the ongoing onslaught from the members of Trinity.
They are so dead.
Oh my God, Organic Val. He's just going on a tear of his own over towards the side of Winery. And immediately dip himself back out with the rendezvous in hand. Victory coming into close grasp, and Griffin possibly a swing to maybe get a frag. He's gonna be able to get it with a spray. A little bit sus in the first, but spray control reigning supreme. Does find the game that he wanted to play.
Last player standing.
With that, a couple of more frags to go as well from the side. LMAO making his way up, trying to be the contender to possibly in a clutch in a 1v4. Has all the utility he needs to try and bring this one back, but again, he didn't use any of his utility just yet, other than his eye. Position's gonna be given away. They know exactly where he is. Send in the dog, send in a trail, follow it down to his head.
You were
And
so
Specs
close.
does find the frag. He does find the kill to take it all away. 10-2. The members of Trinity, they
Switching
send a
sides.
message for the first initial roundup that they mean business, and they're not gonna be stopping anytime soon.
There.
Turret out.
There. There.
Revealing area.
Fast push coming in from the members of Trinity straight over towards this A side line. And I'm pretty sure that Vengeance has already spotted out this play. He's making his way up. One of the members will not be spotted in to be careful about this complete 5 versus 5 retake. But again, the Killjoy opting to go in for a bit more of an aggressive play of his own. Babooni survives with this life. Both of the Sentinels are still very much up and running for this matchup, but for how long is the real question. Shock darts raining in, Specs taking a good chunk of damage over from one. They're able to hold, but the real question is for how long here.
Shock dart.
Alameo, beautiful shock dart over onto one, catches out one of the members, deals a lot of chunk damage, but chunk damage alone doesn't give you rounds. You just need even more to try and bring this one back. Babooni just being an absolute Chad here over from the side, but Specs, how does he do it every single time? Specs not gonna be able to do it this one though. 10-2 seems to be the scoreline that they have been stopped at. 10-3 is now on the board. Just needed a couple of more roundups to maybe change this one out, but doesn't really seem to be the case. And Specs gets completely caught off guard here. Not much that you can do to try and take that one back, but he was just able to waste a bit more time. Maybe, just maybe, they could have brought it all back.
Bring them down.
Cover going out.
Here.
Wait and see how much aggression they can really get away with here. Ronaldo, at least, doesn't seem to be the case. And my god, Organic Val does find the first initial pickup, but again, they see around very much possible for them to try and win this one out. Toxrat, I don't think he knows that Griffin's over in this corner. He's gonna be expecting him, and the run and gun from the Spectre is gonna be able to gain even more. Another kill from Ish, and Ish, he's on fire when it comes down to these type of plays, especially with the Sheriff in his hand. He has the aim to make this one work. And now Specs, he's just gotta wait and see exactly what the Killjoy is gonna hold. Babooni knows for a fact the spike has not getting picked up. And now Babooni, he's gonna try to run it away. He's on 1 HP, and Specs is gonna be able to fight that frag. That's gonna be another one at the Odin. That's primed to be picked up. 11-3. Another round for them to work. Very good, pretty strong. For them, just another round to add on to the team.
Turret out.
Turrets destroyed.
Ooh, not gonna happen this time, Babooni. Not gonna be able to hold that one top, so it's gonna be able to shut down the frag over into Ish, but the side can completely take it over. How long can you try and survive this one is the real question. Over towards the other side, we do see a fight, and Toxbane just gets that frag over immediate. Good play from him. Toxra has just been such a predominant player in all of these different types of situations. Gets them the man advantage back, but the defense is still very low when it comes down to one of their player Specs. He can just wait inside of the smoke and chill for as long as he needs to try and hold this one down. Jumping down from the side of heaven, doesn't find none of these kills and Specs. Yeah, he's just playing his own little game out here.
Match point.
Having a bit of fun on from the side. And now it's all but over seemingly for the defense. How long are you going to be able to hold this one down? Not long, considering the situation you're being put into. It's 12-3. For them, things look quite grim and quite dark already. Organic Val, he's just waiting around the corner. Obviously going for a bit of a swing. Sadly, that was a miss from the side of Bane. Doesn't really get the frag though, but gains some information that an operator is still very much on the cards for the defense. They need to be very careful of how they take a lot of these swings. Otherwise, they could be staring down the barrels of an op at any second that could send them back down to Jesus in a couple of few. But on towards the back end here. Slow push up from one side. Not opting for any form of an aggressive take from anyone. They want to close this one out as fast as they possibly can. Organic Val is the one to get caught out here. That's pretty bad for them because that's the information that was a requirement for the attack to happen. But now the defense they need to hold. LMAO is on towards the side with the judge, and this judge has still not yet been seen. That's the first, that's the second. LMAO did the perfect job that he needed to. Again, Toxrat constantly coming in with these type of aggressive plays, able to find all the value that he needs to, but Specs is able to be a game changer. It's all up to Ish. Has 7 bullets and a dream in his hand, but Vengeance just runs out straight from the orbital strike to find that frag up, and Vengeance is able to close this round out. 12-3, ladies and gentlemen, to take it all away, to bring it all back.
Is that important?
So very much in the game if they're able to hold what they were trying to do. But for now, Team Banes trying to dig themselves out of a hole. Not really trying to go in for a win anymore. Try and get this win. It's gonna take a lot of grit, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears, and a lot of blood to get spilled on the battlefield as well to try and bring this one back. Because to get 8 rounds consecutively, that's not an easy feat, even for the best teams in the world.
You want to play? Let's
You
play.
are powerless.
You see the null command coming in again from the attackers. They want to get as aggressive as they possibly can, and yep, that's the first frag. The 2 players that did that over towards the backup side to the judge, that's not going to be happening this time around. Problems are starting to arise, and the members of Team Banes, they're going to be panicking under the pressure. Babooni getting sucked down over onto a corner. Doesn't really find out much, but Toxrat, again, this one player has been so good in these type of different situations just to be a game changer for their side. Specs from the back end is going to be able to shut down a couple of more. And now it's all up to the defenders to maybe just bring one more thing back. Doesn't really happen here. Babooni's gonna get caught again. Specs coming in from the side for 1, and Griffin for the final. Those are the kills. Those are the frags. And Team Trinity, they take another win, and they put it in the bag. That's nicely done. That's another round. That's another play. Ladies and gentlemen, for you guys, make sure to check out all the links down below in the description for a Logitech product that you're looking for. Maybe it's a mouse, maybe it's a keyboard, maybe it's a chair, you never really know. Logitech has everything for you that you would need, especially in these hard times. But for now, it's going to be your boy Aggressive signing on off, and we're going to be seeing you soon enough with the second game for today. But for now, bye-bye. See you later.